Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. Before getting to the recipe, I'd like to wish each and every one of my subscribers and viewers a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year for 2023. Take care and stay safe, everyone. And in this very easy recipe, I'll be making one of our family and our customers' favourite dishes. This delicious ham and leek bake recipe was passed on to me by my dear departed mother-in-law, Monica. She was from Dublin, Ireland, and we think that the recipe originated from there. But wherever it came from, served with steamed tender stem broccoli and carrots, it makes one of the tastiest and most simple dishes that you'll ever serve up. An ideal recipe for a cold winter's day. Proper comfort food. You can view the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. I'll leave a link in the description under the video, or you can click on the eye icon top right of the screen to take you directly to the recipe page. I'd also like to thank my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thanks supporters for their very kind help in producing these tutorial videos. I'll be giving you all a name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Okay, let's start the recipe by making this very simple cheese sauce. To a saucepan on a medium heat, add the butter and let it melt. Now add your flour and give it a good mix. Just let it cook for a couple of minutes. Time to add the milk, but add the milk in 3 stages. Just add a little of the milk at first. Switch to a whisk and mix it all together. Don't add any seasoning just yet. Wait to see what it tastes like after the cheese has gone in. And now add a little more milk and whisk that in. Now you can add the rest of the milk. Once all your milk's in, continuously stir with your whisk until it comes to a simmer. And as it heats up, it will thicken. Once it's simmering, turn off the heat and add your grated cheese. Now I'm using 100 grams of mature or sharp cheddar and 100 grams of red Leicester. The red Leicester cheese gives the sauce a light yellowy creamy colour, but use whatever strong hard cheese you have available to you. Right, switching back to a spatula, gently stir in the cheese until it melts. Now's the time to taste it for seasoning. And all mine needs is a little salt. Another quick taste. And that's fine. You should now have a beautifully smooth and silky cheese sauce. Now cover the pan and set it aside for now. Time to prepare the leeks and potatoes. Cut your washed, trimmed leeks straight down the middle. And finely cut them as shown. Now keep your fingers well behind the blade of the knife as shown, and take your time when cutting like this. Don't try to copy the telly chefs. Chefs have to cut fast because they need to turn out the quantity all day, every day. But you don't, so keep it safe, guys. Once done, get the leeks into a bowl. It usually takes about 3 medium-sized leeks for this recipe. You should aim for about 300 grams when cut. Time to prepare the potatoes. You'll need to peel and wash approximately 900 grams, that's 2 pounds, of good quality potatoes for this recipe. Now I like to use Morris Pipers for this dish. Wherever you are in the world, try to find a good mashing potato. If you didn't know, this little ring on your peeler is for removing the eyes in the potatoes. Now you need to slice the potatoes fairly thin. You can carefully use a sharp knife. Once again, if you are using a knife, take your time. You're looking for about 3mm thick, but I like to use my mandolin on the thickest setting. It's quicker and you get a more uniform size. Now a lot of people are a bit wary about using a mandolin, but if you use the safety guard on this device, it's very safe and easy to use. There's no notches on my mandolin. Let me know in the comments if you know what I mean by notches. Chefs should know what I'm talking about. Right, once your potatoes are sliced, get them into a bowl for now. Now there's lots of dishes you can use to bake this in. Here is my selection of pie dishes that I could use. These are all perfect if you're scaling back this recipe. This rather attractive large one is a little too big, so I'll be using this pretty little dish for mine. The size of this one is on screen. Before going any further, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, that's 355 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. Time to start putting this fantastic dish together. Make sure that you have everything close by. And this is the ham I'll be using in this recipe. It's the leftovers from a Christmas honey and mustard roast ham that I made a couple of days ago. I do have a video on how to make it from start to finish. I'll leave a link in the description box below this video. And when money has been tight in the past, I have used tinned spam as a substitute. Right, time to start building up the layers. I'll begin by laying down a coat of that cheese sauce. Next, a generous layer of the leeks. Now cover the leeks with potato slices as shown. Then another layer of that cheese sauce. Next, a good layer of that beautiful ham. If you don't use ham, chicken works with this recipe too. Now there's no set way to lay this up. In fact, I usually forget what comes next sometimes. Just build it up as you see fit. It all blends together in the oven anyway. Basically, just keep building it up until you run out of ingredients. For the final course, get a good layer of those potatoes down. Now season the top of the potatoes with salt and black pepper. Next, a good helping of grated cheese. Now cover the dish with foil. Time to get it into the oven. A quick word on cooking times for this dish. Now I know from past experience mine takes 40 minutes with the foil on, then 20 minutes with the foil off. But it all depends how thick you sliced your potatoes. To be on the safe side, I recommend you do 1 hour with the foil on and a further 20 minutes with the foil off. Baking this for a little longer won't do this dish any harm. Okay, that's mine in, and I've also taken the precaution of adding a drip tray, and I'm setting my timer for 40 minutes. And while that's baking, I hope you don't mind if I give my 4 recipe books a quick shout out. The books have lots of our favourite recipes from our work kitchens in them, and also book 4 in this series is totally dedicated to bread recipes. I'd also like to introduce my new line in kitchen aprons to the channel. This top quality one size fits all apron has my name, website and thumbs up logo embroidered in them. It's just another way you can support the channel, guys. Also, the skeleton style oven gloves are now back in stock too. Right, that's the first baking time completed. 40 minutes in my case. Now to crisp up the top of the dish, I carefully remove the foil and bake for a further 20 minutes. So, no matter how long your first cooking time was, it's always 20 minutes to crisp up the top. And that's it, this gorgeous mouth-watering dish is now complete. So I'll get this bubbling bake out of the oven and onto a wire rack. And doesn't that look so appetizing? And you can serve this dish straight from the oven. Right, I'll get a good helping onto this rather attractive plate. And that looks so good. Now we have always served this up with steamed tender stem broccoli and carrots and a good thick slice of crusty bread. Okay, in I go for a little taste. And oh my goodness, that is so delicious. We normally have this on Boxing or New Year's Day. It's a great way of using up your surplus ingredients from the holidays. You wouldn't think from a few simple ingredients you could end up with such a tasty recipe like this. I really hope you give this one a go, guys. And I'm telling you now, you and your family will give this a massive thumbs up. And as promised at the beginning of the video, here is the latest list of my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thank You button supporters. And they are Alexander Madge Delaney, John Brennan, David Lloyd, Marilyn McNamara, David O'Toole, Derek Fletcher, Nicola Krastev, Catherine Reek, Carol Bridge, Anthony Detlin, Alexander Julian, George W. Fleming, Nicholas Sevos, Justin Carpenter, Pauline Price, Jens K3250, Tom Jennings 9080, Elaine Flo 01, Mark 2262, Michael Mercer 2512, Nicholas Ryan 6802, Jessica and Garrick Maloney, Elaine Clifford, Gregory Omar Salick and Jess Adams. And there's also one who wishes to remain anonymous. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.